Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The Stapler here, back with some test hands. This is off of the deck profile I made last couple weeks ago. It's a rank 8 Blue Eyes Dragon Link deck. I'll have that link down in the description box below if you guys want to see the full deck profile. I mean, you get a glimpse of it right here. I go a little bit more into detail on why I use some of the cards though, so I highly recommend checking it out. But in this video, I'm gonna just do a couple, maybe like 3 test hands, show you guys the routes I take, what some end boards are that you can get out of this deck, and just show you guys how I play it, how I like to play it, and if you guys want to drop comments below, let me know what you guys would do differently, maybe what cards you would add, what cards you would take out. It is 48 card deck, so there's a lot of wiggle room, 8 cards that you could scratch out, or 12 cards that you could add in, so plenty of wiggle room there. As you can see, these are going to be our main goal is to get Borreload Savage out. We can get, I think I switched Apollousa out. I can't remember if I did in the deck profile or not. However, you can switch Apollousa out if you find a better alternative, but this is what I got for now. Borreload Savage is usually a good end board with Dragulbion and one of these two guys, Hard Earth Dragon or number 38 Hope Harbinger. Or if you're going turn 2, you can switch out and get number 100 Numerion Dragon for an OTK. So usually you can also get Hermetic Seal or Saryuja on board as well. So I'll go through this and show you guys what's going on. If this is your first time checking out a video, appreciate it. Definitely hit that subscribe button, like button. I am trying to grow the channel, so I appreciate all the support I can get. If you guys are coming back to the channel, I appreciate you a lot. It means a lot to me that you guys are coming and checking out another video. So definitely stay tuned for some test hands and we'll get into it. So first hand, right off the bat, we got plenty of plays here. We can go into our rank 8, so we can get alternative out, Nebula Dragon, and Blue Eyes out. That's already 3 level 8s we can get on board. We can also quick launch and get Absarouter out. So I think my first move is going to be quick launch. Yes, that move can be ashed, but it's whatever. With all these other moves on here, I mean, it matters, but at the same time, it doesn't matter too much. We can still make some pretty decent plays. So we'll go with the Rocket Tracer. Let me get my Absarouter out first, not mess up here. And then usually we'll go for our Striker Dragon to get our card advantage back, get Boot Sector launch out, and then we will get we will go for Romulus, excuse me. Trigger both effects, activate Romulus, and we'll activate Absarouter. Now it all depends on who you're playing. You can chain those however you like. I just did 1-2 because that's how I felt like clicking on it. So we will add, what will we add to hand? We're actually going to add Rocket Tracer, another Rocket Tracer to hand. So I mean, I could have summoned something other than Rocket Tracer off of quick launch, but I have the most copies of Rocket Tracer, so I just went with him. And off of Romulus, we're going to get Divine Lance. So as you can see, we did start with, obviously we started with 5 cards in hand, but now we have 6, and we already have a Link 2. So already pretty good. That's what Dragon Link's about pretty much though, so that's to be expected. We're going to activate our Divine Lance. Now you guys can Boot Sector launch and get your Rocket Tracer out if you want, but I'm going to go with Divine Lance, activate it. We'll get Phalanx out. Phalanx, the special summon itself. We'll go right there because that's where we want to put our LP. Bada bing, bada boom. We are not going to use Romulus effect. And then we are going to we need one more. Yes, so we need to boot sector launch. Oh, I haven't normal summoned yet. Yeah. How do I get him back to hand though? That's the question. Yeah, we'll normal summon here. I mean, you could boot sector launch and special summon it out if you want, but I have nothing else to normal summon, so might as well use my normal summon on Rocket Tracer. And then we'll tag it out for Pisty. No, we're not going to use Ramus's effect again. We'll Alpi, Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Boom. Red Eyes Darkness Metal still pretty good, even though it's got the errata. And it's just once per turn now. I think it's still pretty good. So we're still going to run it. Then we'll get our Rocket Tracer out. We'll go for a Link 3 play for triple burst. And we'll just use these two. Boom. Now we got cleared up for Pisty. We can use Pisty to get out I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll probably go with we'll just grab Darkness Metal. It doesn't really matter too much. We're not going to chain Rocket Tracer just yet. Okay, so now we got these four. I usually like to here's where it can change a little bit. You can go for Hieratic Seal if you'd like right here, but I usually go for Skull Dread. But let's see here, we can go for Hieratic Seal and just take off our triple burst and one of our guard dragons, but I kind of want to get both of the guard dragons off the board just because they're at this point they're kind of useless and they're only 1,000 attacks. So I usually go with all four. Boom. Skull Dread, use its effect. Make sure we use its effect before we do Rocket Tracer. Or make sure we summon Skull Dread before we use Rocket Tracer's effect, because Rocket Tracer obviously locks you into dark extra deck, or yeah, extra deck monsters that are dark only. So unfortunately Skull Dread is an earth, so you got to keep that in mind. As far as what we want to keep, we know that these three, I can summon all three of these. And Levineer can get another. Man, it's tough. I don't really need to draw anymore. I don't need Rocket Tracer, that's for sure. Actually, you know. Nah, I don't need Rocket Tracer. I can use the White Stone if I want with Saryuja's effect to special summon it, but there wouldn't be too much of a point to that. Trade in, I don't really need that either, so I'm gonna get rid of those three. Because these four, I can get all four of these monsters out. So I think that's what we'll do. Special summon Alternative first. Boom. And then right here we can go into our Hieratic Seal. Bada bing, bada boom. And then now Nebula Dragon. Now after you use Nebula Dragon, obviously you're going to be locked into light and dark dragon monsters, but that's not a big deal because that's what most of our extra deck is anyways. And then we will go for let's see here, what do we have in grave? So we have one light and a lot of darks. Okay. So, with Levineer, we can we'll probably use it to rip a card out of our opponent's hand. If we're going second, we can do 2 darks and a light, and then pop a couple, but we'll probably use Levineer to rip a card out of our opponent's hand eventually. But for now, we will go with Dragooblion. Summon him there for now. Now we will activate Rocket Tracer. You gotta make sure you do Rocket Tracer towards the end of your plays, just because getting locked into darks is it kind of narrows the path you can take. Like Hieratic Seal, we wouldn't have been able to play Hieratic Seal if we would have used Rocket Tracer earlier on in the combo. So that is why we like to save Rocket Tracer for last. We will special summon Borreload Savage now. And since we have Saryuja in our grave, he will be a beautiful target. Gets us 4 counters and a pretty good bump. And then if we want, we can rip a card out of our opponent's hand. If we got 2 Rocket Tracers, we'll banish Bolt, Guard Dragons, why not? And 1 Rocket Tracer. And that would have ripped or shuffled 1 random card from our opponent's hand into the grave. So going first, they're already down 1 card. We have Hieratic Seal, which is a bounce, Borreload, which is a negate, and then we can detach Nebula Dragon. You want to detach Nebula Dragon, not Blue Eyes, because Nebula Dragon can recur some of your cards from the grave. And then we will get out Heart Earth, which is the only one we can go for. Right now, it doesn't matter too much which one you put on the bottom. I'm going to put Hope on the bottom just because if you're going first, you either put Hope or Heart Earth on top. So I just flip them depending on which one I want to use. So now we've got a board wipe on board. If you wanted to, actually you could not have gotten Hope Harbinger, but so that's why I got Heart Earth. Sorry, kind of twisting my words around a little bit. Heart Earth, and then Dragulbion can't be targeted, board wipe, bounce, negate, and we ripped a card. And now if you want to, you can use Nebula Dragon just to have a card back in your hand. You can get Rocket Tracer back for next turn. And then next turn you summon Rocket Tracer and go from there, or use Dragulbion again if it stays to see the next day. So pretty nice board we got set up here. Actually really nice board, I think. Is it impossible to get over this board? No, but it's gonna be pretty tough to break it if you don't draw like a Dark Ruler no more or something. So that's where we're at with this. I enjoy this. This board is pretty good. I think it's going to be one of the better boards we see out of this deck. But let's jump into another test hand just to see, maybe that was a fluke, whatever. We'll see. Alright, so right away, our starting hand, we got a couple of normal summons we can go for. We can go for Seifert, normal summon, use its effect on Blue Eyes to dump it and get something, or we can normal summon our Magna Rocket, get our Absorouter. I'll more than likely take that route because then Absorouter can get our Rocket Tracer to hand, and we can special summon our Rocket Tracer with our Boot Sector launch. So that has a little bit more, a couple more avenues that we can take on that route. It's whatever you want to do at that point. But if we don't go with our Seifert first, we can use our trade-in on Blue Eyes instead of using Seifert's ability on Blue Eyes. So that's what we'll do. We'll just bait an Ash or whatever with this trade-in. If the trade-in gets hit, it's whatever, So then now we got the World Legacy Guard Dragon. That's a great extender. And then we drew another Seifert, but who cares at this point? We can still do a good amount of damage with what we've got. Let's actually special summon Absorouter first. We'll go with Striker Dragon. Pretty typical start play. We like to get our Boot Sector launch to keep our hand advantage. Now we'll go into Romulus to grab resources off of Absarouter and grab a resource off of Romulus. So, both of those cards generate more cards, which is amazing, which is why I love Rockets and Dragon Link. One of the best, I think resource rich decks that you can build, and that's why I liked putting this deck profile together, because like I said earlier, on that first test hand, started with 5 cards. We now have 6 in a Link 2, so we're already doing pretty good. We've got a couple of extenders in our hand. We'll probably go with the Divine Lance again on this one. Most of the time you're gonna be taking the same avenue for a pretty good portion of the combo. You're probably gonna be taking the same avenue, but where it differs at is towards the end, whether you keep Saryuja or you have enough to go for Hieratic Seal, or whether you can grab Apollousa or not. That's where it changes the most. So most of our starting plays are going to take us down the same route, but eventually they will change, and the end boards can be slightly different, depending on where you take your final steps at. So we'll go Boot Sector launch, grab our Rocket Tracer, we'll special summon Pisty. Now we got arrows for LP to activate. Yay, LP. Dodge the ban list once again. Where are you? Did I skip you? Dang. I did not know I clicked that fast. Okay. Darkness Metal. Activate. We will grab out. So I could grab out a Seafert if I wanted to from my hand, and then use it, but I think I'm gonna save Seafert for later. We'll go with a Graveyard here. We'll probably just grab Rocket Tracer back out, and then we shall special summon our Triple Burst. Getting rid of these two, and then now we can use our Pisty and get whatever we want back out. Unfortunately, Absarouter is only once per turn, otherwise that'd be pretty busted, and we could just keep getting more resources off of him every time we linked with him or whatever. So that'd be pretty darn busted, but I guess we should be thankful that it's not, because it probably would have been banned already if it was not once per turn. So now we got Darkness Metal errated, so we can't get more resources off of him either. We will go into our Saryuja play. Now the reason I go into Saryuja instead of like Hieratic Seal right here is just because just to make sure we can try and keep our hand full, and to eventually get a good Link 4 for our Borreload Savage Dragon. Obviously we want, the more counters the better, and the higher the attack the better. So right here we already have, so we have 2 Seaforts, so we'll probably dodge or get rid of one of those. We already have 1 World Legacy Guard Dragon, so we'll get rid of one of those. And then other choices. It depends on what we want to special summon. I think I'm going to keep the Seafert, special summon it off of Skull Dread, and then pitch our Blue Eyes White Dragon to get what's it called? Levianeer. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll put the stone back then. Obviously there's plenty of different ways you can go about that. whatever you guys want to do with whatever Saryuja draws you get. You know, be my guest. Show me in the comments. Tell me in the comments what you guys usually draw off of Saryuja, and you know, whatever. I don't know. Just have some fun with it. Tell me what you guys like to do with this deck, or if you guys like to change anything with it. I'm always open to hear how I can make it better, how I could, you know, how you guys do your own twist on this deck, or if you guys think it's horrible, good, bad, whatever. Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to reading all those. And then let's see here. So yeah, off of Saryuja, I just realized I think last game I didn't use Saryuja to special summon, did I? Maybe I did. I can't remember. No, we're not gonna do Rocket Tracer yet. We will get Seaford out. Activate Seaford. Drop that. And we will get, so we can either get Galactic Spiral, which is a pretty solid choice as well, or we can get, I'd say Levineer is probably our better choice, or we can get Chaos Emperor Dragon if we really want to as well. So you got a couple of different choices you can get. I'll probably just go with Levineer just because I like ripping a card. It seems to do pretty well. Let's see here. We could go for our Borreload Savage right now if we wanted to, but I think we want to go for our Heretic Seal. Actually, let's see here. If we activate World Legacy Guard Dragon, we can get another one, and we can go for an Apollousa. The only problem with that is, what would we have? We would have 1, 2, 3 lights and grays, so we could get a revive with Levineer. 3 lights, revive with Levineer, and something else. Would we have a level 8 though? That's the question. If we got the revive, we would not have a level 8. Sorry, I'm just talking this out, you know, seeing, you know, like, even I haven't seen all the routes. You know, you can take different routes to get to the end point here, so I'm kind of just talking it out, seeing what I can do. I guess what I'm thinking is, like, if I go for Apollousa here, is it worth it? So if you think about it, I can get another monster on board with World Legacy Guard Dragon, and then I can Apollousa from there, or after I do that, then I could go Levineer and get Levineer and whatever other dragon I want, or whatever other monster I want on board, other than the ones I banish, of course. However, if I get Apollousa and I had Levineer and another monster, it wouldn't make anything else, so it'd just be an Apollousa. I don't think it's worth it to just have one Apollousa. So that being said, I think we'll probably go with, let's see, man, actually, let's see, let's think here, because I can, let's see what I got. I should probably go for Heretic Seal first before I activate Rocket Tracer. I forgot I can still do Rocket Tracer. And then Apollousa. Yeah, let's just go with, we'll just go with Heretic Seal. I think that's the play. We're not going to activate our, no, we're not going to activate our Seaford just yet. Target, we'll target Magna Rocket. No, special summon. Boom. Now we can go for our Borreload Savage, or we can yeah, let's see, what can we special summon here? We can go Apollosa. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that wouldn't really be worth it. So yeah, let's just go with Rocket Tracer. I think I'm overthinking things at this point. I apologize. I do that quite often, to be honest with you. Now we'll special summon our Savage. Doesn't really matter which two we use. Now we got our Skull Dread slap on top. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we can special summon. I'm trying to see. I feel like I messed up somewhere. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Let's see. We got 2 lights, 3 lights engrave, so I can get Levianeer out and something else. Or I can just rip. What can we special summon? Now we'll go Levianeer just to see what we can do. Banish 3. Seifert, Blue Eyes, and Blue Eyes. Get our Levianeer out. Levianeer's effect. To get our, let's get another Rocket Tracer just because, and then we could Dragoobion, but that'd be using our Savage Dragon, so we're not gonna do that. Unfortunately, with this hand, I should have went with Galactic Spiral. I wish I could have seen the future. If I would have Galactic Spiral right here instead, which would have been easy to get out. I could make these guys, I could have made Magna Rocket a level 8 as well, and then I could have had Dragoobion and Hard Earth out. That was my bad. I knew I made a wrong play. I just couldn't see it from right there. But either way, you know, I messed up. I misplayed, but now you guys know. Either way, it's still, I mean, not horrible. Could be better though. But we'll show you guys one more. Let's see how it goes. One more, and of course the last one I show you guys is a complete brick, so let's actually redo that. Speaking of bricks, let's drop Spiral in there, activate Dragon Shrine. I am gonna dump my last Blue Eyes in, and then we will drop in our, where are you, Absorouter, to get value off of that. Absorouter adds a rocket to hand. We'll add Rocket Tracer. Now we got some plays here. We can normal summon Rocket Tracer, get our Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon's effect gets us our Boot Sector launch. The question is, where do we want to go from here? We can either use Monster Reborn, or we can yeah, Monster Reborn would be our only option, I guess. Monster Reborn, we will get out our, it doesn't matter, it's gonna go straight back to the grave anyways. The Rocket Tracer, special summon. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's do we activate? Yeah, we'll activate our Galactic Spiral. I don't know why I wouldn't. Galactic Spiral, just get that on board. We'll go with our Romulus. Bada bing, bada boom. Activate Romulus. Search our Divine Lance. Divine Lance activates. Target our Romulus. Activate it again. Get Phalanx out. Phalanx will special summon itself. Boom. So right here, we're kind of in a predicament, right? We could get LP out. If we got LP out, we would then have to go, I think, straight for our triple burst and go from there. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna try it. You know, like I said, guys, I'm not like an extreme pro at this. You know, I haven't done this a million times or anything. There's still combinations that I'm still learning and all that good stuff. So, you know, bear with me if I don't know every single play. I do try my best though. We are actually going to activate Romulus right here. We'll get out our Blue Eyes. You know, effects are negated, oh well. And it can't be used as link material, oh well. We have a rank 8 play now. We also, I was just thinking we could, if we do our rank 8 play, if we do our rank 8, then what would we do? We wouldn't be able to triple burst. That's fine. We're still gonna triple burst. We'll go with those two. Boom. Now we can activate our LP. LP's effect to get out Darkness Metal. Darkness Metal activate to get back our, oops. We'll go with our other Blue Eyes. Then we can, I definitely just messed that one up. My apologies, guys. I should have, man, I'm looking like a scrub right now. I should have definitely got a level 4 out so I can, actually no, I couldn't even get my Pisty out, so never mind. I don't look like too much of a scrub. So we got our other Blue Eyes out, so we can go for a rank 8 play here, or we can go into Erratic Seal and then go into a rank 8, or we can go into Saryuja, but that wouldn't really be too good. So let's go, let's see here, what can we do? Yeah, we're gonna rank 8, and so we're gonna Erratic Seal. Boom. And then we'll just rank 8. Or we could Apollousa if we wanted to, but we are not going to do that. We're going to Dragoblion. Boom. Activate. Detach. And we'll put Hope on top this time. So it's obviously not ideal. I feel like I messed up on that one too, but I don't think I did too much. I don't think I messed up. But yeah, I mean, we still got a bounce here, a negate, and a cannot be targeted. So it's still a decent board. If Darkness Metal doesn't get destroyed for some reason, follow-up play. We have a follow-up play here, and Boot Sector Launch can get more follow-up plays because we have a Rocket in our graveyard. So we still have 3 cards to work with next turn, plus with whatever we draw. We definitely should get another turn with this board, and then we'll just have to try and go for number 100 next turn, or grab something else. We have the interruption here, so obviously something I was considering adding to this deck is hand traps. If you didn't notice, I don't have any in here. You know, the deck has room for it if you want to add some more into it. It's got room to add 12 cards, I think I said earlier. So, you know, add, you know, gammas, ash blossoms, whatever you want to add. Spice it up a bit, change some cards around. Let me know what you guys do, if you guys build it a different way. Let me know in the comments below. But before we head out, I do want to say thank you guys again for watching. If you guys stuck around this entire time, I appreciate it. Like the video, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys next time.